Hello everyone, welcome to External Star Channel. My name is Marek, as you already know, and today I'm gonna be unboxing this limited edition BMW 7 Series. It's a black one and it was made by KK Scale. Yeah, here kkscale.de, so it's a German product actually. And here you can see again limited edition, the picture. And what is quite interesting is that this one, only 1,000 pieces were made, and this is one of them, so a limited series. And let me directly open the box. I think the more interesting things will come out of the box, right? So, okay. It's already a little bit broken. No, it's okay. Good. So here we go. Okay, so let me just do this. And surprise, haha, new BMW 7. I think this is from year something like 1977, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, I will tell you later. Okay, so you can see BMW 733i, and quite beautiful. What I can already see, there is an antenna here, quite good. And then unfortunately this model cannot be opened at all. Okay, so forget that you can open the hood or the doors or here the trunk. No, nothing can be opened. But at least the wheels are turning, so let me put this aside. I think it looks quite solid, quite well. Yeah, it's not so bad, and it was also not so expensive. It was something like $100 US, which is, I think, okay for a model like that. And why I bought it? Because I'm now collecting all the BMW 7 from the history, so the oldest one to the newest one. Maybe you know that I already have two of them, and this is the third one to my collection of BMW 7. And okay, so I think maybe I will continue this review from the light box to show you all the details. Alright, so welcome back. We are now in the light tent or light box, and I can clearly show you all the details here. So for example here, let me start maybe in the front, as we always do it. Okay, so here you can see the front grille and the typical kidneys here, which is quite nicely done. And of course the front grille, it's not perforated, it's just here a little bit silver. And then we have the headlights. Just let me show you very clearly how the headlights look like. And we have the license plate saying BMW 733i and nothing else. Yeah, as I mentioned multiple times, I prefer when the license plate is real, meaning with the real numbers and letters, like in reality. And then you can also notice that in the past they had such orange turning signals or turning lights, yeah. And nowadays those lights are all transparent and not orange. Okay, and then there's also this BMW logo. Actually, you can see it now. It's quite nicely done. It's probably just a sticker here. And you have also the fog lights, which are here, 1 and 2 fog lights. Okay, and then the rest is quite regular. As I mentioned, nothing can be open, even if there is something like a hole or a gap between the hood and the rest of the chassis, but unfortunately it cannot be opened. Okay, so when we check it from the side, actually here you can see that it has turning wheels. They are also spinning quite well. And what you can see there is also this BMW logo here. It's a little bit, yeah, not that visible, but hopefully you can see it well. And then this feels like a rubber, so it's quite good to touch it. Okay, so when we continue with this review, you can see those side mirrors, and they're also quite nicely done here. Let me just focus the camera to the mirror. It's not reflecting as much as I wish it to be, but it's not so bad in the end. Yeah. Then we have the door handles, and they are quite nicely done here. They are silver and with many details like the hole for the key and the real handles. Everything is pretty nicely done. You can also see that the glass is quite transparent without any scratches. It's very, very beautiful. Then the rear wheels, they look exactly the same, also turning, and there is this nice antenna right here. Okay, so a nice detail. And maybe you would also notice here in the C column, it's quite wide, yeah, this area. And also around the windows we have this nice chrome trim, and there's also this long line all over the car. Okay, good. Then when we check the rear, you can see those rear lights, and they are quite nice because you can see inside that there is this, let's say, inside white light, and around it's red, and we also have here the orange turn signals. And here it says 733i, so that's the model, the same like on the license plate. And when I put it a little bit closer, you can also see how detailed it is. Okay, and also of course the exhaust, so you can see it's quite nicely connected to everything here. The exhaust is nice, and here it's the petrol tank. And what I'm also trying many times is if in the exhaust it's deep or not. And here the depth is quite okay. Yeah, so I don't really see where it ends. Sometimes it's just like 1 millimeter and it doesn't look okay. So here it's okay, and overall the car looks pretty nice. Let me just do one more thing, and this is to show you a little bit of the interior. As I said, I cannot open the door, so let me just maybe show it to you like that. Okay, let's begin with the rear area and with the second row of the seats, and it's quite simple, and there are not so many details. It's just one piece of plastic. I don't think that this is something super exciting. Yeah, it doesn't look so expensive. It's not so beautiful. And then the front part, it's also only plastic seats, and also the gauges, clusters, everything there. The air conditioning, it's not perforated. I don't think that this is so much detailed. Yeah, you can see also the handbrake, but that's all just plastic without any color on it. They didn't really pay much attention to those details. Yeah. At least there is this mirror inside, but the rest, I'm now looking for the seat belts, and I somehow cannot find them yet. So maybe even not the seat belts are present, and that's a shame. Let me also check from the other side if we find those seat belts. No, I don't see anything. Okay, so what I also want to show you is the difference in the size of those two cars. So this is the brand new BMW 7 Li, yeah, so long, but from 2017, and this is the old one from 1977, I guess. Yeah, but please read it in the description. And as you can see here, it's all square. The shapes are so rectangular, but here the shapes are a little bit different, and you can see how new this is. The beautiful headlights here. We have the typical 4 different BMW lights, but the kidneys are here. Yeah, so this is the origin of the BMW kidneys here as the air intakes or the ventilator behind, and here we have massive front grille. Okay, so but why I'm showing this to you is to really demonstrate the size, yeah, because it has really grown to something which was not there before. So from the front, as you can see here, this is the history, this is the present, okay, and this size is a little bit higher, or this new one is much bigger, so it has really grown up. And even if the color is very similar, which is dark gray, you can see how those two cars are different. Now when I want to compare the length of the car, you can see that here they are starting about the same, but then the new one is quite longer. Can you see the difference? It's like, here's the difference, yeah? So the new one is much longer. And as I said, they are starting at the same point, but then look at the difference, yeah? So much different. And somebody already told me, but this is the long version, the Li, so that's why it's much longer. So maybe that's one of the reasons. This one is just the regular size, so for regular customers back in 1970s, and this one is for the customers right now. And I really like to compare them because this one, the new one, it's a massive beast, and this one, I think it's even smaller than the current 5 Series. Yeah, in the past that was the most luxurious BMW on the market, but from today's perspective, it's just I don't know, it's something like maybe even the same size as the current BMW 3 Series, not even 5. Look at that, that's such a difference. And also the wheels, look at those big wheels here right now on the current 7 Series in compared to those a little bit smaller, and also the disc here doesn't look so nice, and it looks like, I don't know, so cheap actually. But the rest, like, I mean, in the front, that's quite beautiful. It's still the history, and that's the origin of the BMW Series 7. That's why I like it so much. As I said, here the interior quite simple, yeah, nothing there, just this shifting gear and the handbrake on the other side. When you check here, it's so much different and so luxurious with all the leather seats and nice colors. Yeah, so very different. Okay guys, so I hope you like this video and the comparison, and especially this new model in my collection. I hope you enjoyed, and now it's only time for the final rating, so thank you for watching.